All right, so this is Nick Jefferson. As you guys know, we are officially going to be 1 week out tomorrow from the 2016. Oh man, the name's so long. Puget Sound, or WMBF Puget Sound, Washington State
Pro-Am.
Pro-Am Natural.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're 1 week out tomorrow. So we start peak week tomorrow, which kind of changes everything. So basically, a lot of people aren't aware. Peak weeks, I feel like for natural bodybuilders, is kind of a different science and approach than the enhanced counterpart, where they're doing a lot of kind of crazy dehydration and taking like harsh diuretics. For a natural bodybuilder, I feel like peak week is actually so much more enjoyable and almost kind of a lot. I hate using the term easier, but it's going to be a lot kind of time for his body to kind of heal up. Kind of like take it a little bit easy, just slowly focus on tapering down his cardio and bumping up his food to kind of slowly fill him out. So, but what a lot of people don't realize is how low Nick has. People talk about, we call it in the natural bodybuilding, we call them poverty macros.
Yeah.
So Nick's been one of those competitors that's. You want to talk about your
Yeah.
how low you had to go?
Yeah. Well, I have a really stubborn body, especially. That's one thing I've learned.
Tell them your background, though.
So, growing up, I was always that fat kid, or chubby kid, whatever. And it wasn't until, I want to say, junior year, I kind of started lifting weights. But it wasn't until towards the end of my senior year is when I really started getting more into fitness and weightlifting. And I was just tired of having a bunch of body fat. So I did it completely wrong too. Like I would work out like 5-6 hours a day. I was hardly eating. So I obviously lost a bunch of weight, but it just was completely unhealthy.
Didn't do it the right way.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But as I progress, I've gotten a lot better, obviously. But so I think a huge part of that is the reason why my macros had to be so low for this, my first contest prep. So right now I'm at 225 protein, 100 grams of carbs, and 40 fat.
Which I think is great. I think it's only like 1,700 calories or something.
Yeah.
It's a really, I mean, it's a low amount, but again, a lot of people don't realize is a lot of people kind of have these. I think social media has kind of given people a lot of false kind of realities of what contest prep should be. Oh yeah, people post about clients that are eating 400 grams of carbs and cutting and all this stuff. And honestly, the truth is that most normal people are going to have to dig pretty damn deep. Most people that watched me a few years ago, I got down to almost the exact same numbers. I think I was 225 protein right towards the end. I was down to 125 carbs. Yeah. I think I was 50 fat, so he was a little bit lower, but almost the same. Yeah, I was almost at the same similar amount. So, I mean, again, it's just every single person is a little bit different, and some people you just have to dig a little bit deeper than others. So Nick is just kind of one of those cases where we really had to kind of dig extra deep. And I feel like some people just, especially for his age, being 23, I feel like your training experience, being your first contest prep, I feel like some people just kind of hit like a wall of you know what, this is as lean as your body's going to take you.
Yeah.
I think sometimes it's just this is where you're at for your age, for your development, for your first contest prep. And then one thing I feel like you'll notice, and it's something that I've noticed with each contest prep, is all of a sudden, you do your first contest prep, take some valuable time off for the off season, work on improving your physique, and then your next contest prep, all of a sudden you notice, boom, you're probably able to hopefully eat a little bit more food, and then B, all of a sudden now you just got that much leaner this next prep.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because you're older, you've got more maturity, it's more muscle, all that stuff. It all comes into play.
Yeah.
So basically, I mean, I think how many total weeks did we do this prep?
It was 30 or 32.
Okay, yeah. I mean, he did. I mean, the good thing with Nick is we did a super long contest prep, and obviously one of the main reasons why I wanted to do a long prep with Nick was because it's just his first contest prep experience. So in case something was to come up, or in case We had some a lot of weight fluctuations, which we did.
Yeah.
You kind of like we had some weeks where we kind of like
went up,
dipped up,
yeah,
and then back down, dipped up, back down. So again, if we were trying to crunch his very first contest prep, let's say in like 12 to 16 weeks, like most will do, we would have had a lot of wasted weeks in there where we weren't making as much progress. So
we would have had to go really low on macros.
Yeah, oh yeah, he would have been super low right out of the gate.
Yeah.
But I mean, for most of his prep, you had your macros up.
Yeah,
a lot higher.
The first half, I felt like I wasn't
the first
even
half,
in prep,
it was,
honestly, because it was a lot of the foods I was already eating.
Yep.
So it was.
So he
really
did. The main thing is, he did this prep right. And again, like I said, this is just kind of for other natural bodybuilders that are kind of watching this. This is another great example of why the longer prep is always just best suited for naturals, because again, you can maintain more muscle in the process. You usually can eat more food for a longer amount of time, and then obviously not have to, especially right out of the gate, not having to do nearly as much cardio. We try to slowly kind of taper it up. So that's pretty much. And again, I think for this show, I don't know if we clarified. Do we know what class you're going to be in?
It's either going to be light heavyweight or heavyweight, depending on what I weigh in at the show.
I'm assuming you're going to be. See, they have a light heavyweight at this?
Yeah, it's like, I believe it's anything from 175 to 190s light heavyweight, and anything above 190s heavyweight.
Oh, so you're like right on that.
I'm on the cusp.
Yeah, what are you still, like 190?
I've been fluctuating between 191 and 193.
Whew!
Yeah, so.
Yeah, see.
Right now, if I were to go up there, I'd be a heavyweight.
Yeah, so, yeah. So we will see. Like I said, I'll be definitely getting footage of Nick's class and stuff like that. So we'll have footage from the show. So basically from here, what we're going to do is, I think the last video we did was 4 or 5 weeks out in the locker room.
Yeah.
So we're going to do a posing video right here in my living room, kind of with the natural lighting, and kind of see where Nick's at 1 week out. And so that, again, he always kind of has this video as kind of a reference guide for future contest preps to kind of see where he was at. And then also, too, just to kind of, we're going to do one last, another kind of a posing kind of touch up, make sure his posing is where it needs to be for by show day. So.
bye, bye.